Alright, so we're finally gonna do our little nature walk. I feel like a kindergarten teacher. Now to class, it's time to do our little nature walk. Anyhow. So, the first thing I'm gonna show you, since it just rained, is this lovely little plant. I cannot remember what it's called, but it's rather fern-looking and rather uninteresting until you touch it. So let's touch it and see. Oh, there it goes. Touch it. Oh, there he goes. Touch. Oh. Oh, I love this plant. I think it's called like the shy plant, or this like a shy fern or a sleeping fern or something. I can't remember what it's called. They have another name for it in Fijian. But yeah, these are so cool. So yeah, they open up in the rain. Oh, there he goes. See if I can get these ones to go. Oh, there he goes. And then they close up whenever something touches them. Now I need to look up why this happens, but I will do that research a little bit later. So, see what else we can find. Alright, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a mongoose right there. And these little critters are like, oh, there he goes. Okay, I'm gonna go see if I can get a closer look. Now, mongooses are rodents. They're a little bit like squirrels, in my opinion, and they're about as common as squirrels around here. Rather as common as squirrels are at home. No squirrels here. They're rather cute, I think. I haven't really seen one close up because they won't. Ooh, there's one. Because they won't really let you get very close to them. They're kind of skittish. Oh, he's looking at us. Hey there, little guy. Yep. And these little things are rather special, because they have been known to kill snakes, namely cobras, because they are very, very quick, and apparently cobras have an enormous blind spot because of their hood. Oh, there he goes. But yeah, thankfully we don't have any poisonous snakes here in Fiji, or so I'm told. So we shouldn't be running across any cobras. However, oh, I think there's a mongoose in there. However, we do have the lovely privilege of watching these little fellers. Oh, I can't see him. Alright. Now, up from the top of this hill, I think we should be able to see some of the surrounding landscape. From up here, you can see everything in an almost 360-degree view, except for the house and the trees over there. Now, one thing I found interesting about these trees is that if you look up at them, they are pine trees, which is kind of weird. This is a pine tree, those are palm trees. Pine tree, palm trees. There's something kind of weird about that to me, but I don't know, maybe they planted them here. And so from here, you can see, I think you can actually see Siwa's village. I talked about him earlier. He's the guy that kayaks from his village. And I believe that house is oops, whoa. That house is at the far end of his village, so if we track left, it's somewhere back there, but they're kind of covered by trees, so can't really see anything. Anyhow, yeah, and there's a reef right out there, here, I think, and then there's another one over here, and we did a little kayaking and snorkeling and stuff, so that was cool. And you can see it's very, very cloudy, which is I'm quite thankful for. You can see a little spot of blue right there, but when it is sunny, it gets very, very hot, so it's nice to have some clouds without rain. Oh, you can hear the cicadas. I have yet to see one, but I've heard a lot of them. They're somewhere up in the trees, but I'm not able to find them. They climb kind of high. Which is probably a good thing, since I would probably kill the first one I saw. They are so noisy. Anyhow, most of the islands in the Pacific, or all of them, were formed by volcanic activity. So there is this island's volcano, kind of. There's nothing there, I'm told. It's just a big old hill now, but it was once a volcano. And in those jungles, if you watch in that jungle, if you watch closely, sometimes you can see bats flying out of them. We saw a rather large one come across the trees the other day, but unfortunately I'm not seeing any. These are myna birds, and they are the robins or pigeons of Fiji. They are everywhere. And they're kind of funny little birds. Oop, lost them. They're kind of funny little birds. They do various calls, some of them more interesting than others, and they'll imitate other birds and stuff. And I'm told that in captivity, they can even learn to imitate human speech, like parrots, which is kind of cool. I think only a handful of other birds can do that. Something like, isn't it crows? Can crows do that? And those of the parrot type family. But anyhow, yeah, lots of little myna birds. So we're walking down the road now, towards Natuvu Creek, the namesake of this fine establishment, and hopefully we'll get to see some mud skippers and maybe a fiddler crab if we're lucky. But those like to hide in their burrows during the day, so we'll see. This is Natuvu Creek, and it is very pretty, I think. I love it when grass grows right up to the edges of creeks. There's a little bridge, and the rest of the creek. Now, unfortunately, as you can see by the sides of the creek that are underwater, or the sides of the bank that are underwater, it is high tide. And so, I'm not sure we're going to find any mud skippers, which is a pity. But maybe we'll go over to the rocks over there and see if we can find some. More little sleeping plants. Sleeping plants. Oh, I love these things. Anyhow, getting sidetracked. Alright, now I didn't expect to see this, but there's a fiddler crab inside that hole. Let's see if we can get him to come out. Hey. Hey, you. Hey. Come on, aren't you friendly? I kind of want to stick my hand down there, but I really, really don't. Because if you see these guys, they're pretty big. Especially one with a hole this big. Okay, so I think I'm going to have to make less noise if I'm going to find one. Unfortunately, as you can see, there aren't any great places for mud skippers to perch on, as there are at low tide. So, yeah, that's really too bad. So I guess I might be able to try another day, maybe. Because those were mainly what I came out to film, and now it's high tide and they're not here. So, yeah, bad timing. Anyhow, we'll check back on the crab and see if he'll come out of his little den. See if I can sneak up on him. Coconuts. Unfortunately, it does not appear as though he's come back out in our absence. So, yeah, I guess that concludes our walk. For today. It's really nice here. There's probably a ton of stuff that I just missed just because I don't know it's there and I'm not looking for it. Like very noisy birds. Yeah, I guess that's about it. We kind of have an off afternoon because we didn't schedule any surgeries today because it was kind of our off day. We went scuba diving in the morning, Dad did some post-ops in the afternoon, and then that was it. So I guess I'm going to walk around a bit, or I'm gonna mess with some video, or I'm going to attempt to check my email or something. So yeah, bye.